Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Pros Call Tarot. This is Melody. This is uh, for the elements of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the week of June 16th through June 22nd. Okay, so this is a pick a crow reading, so you can pick whatever crow that spirit is intuitively guiding you to listen to. All right, so this week we're going to use the Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. And then to clarify them, we're going to use the Tattoo Tarot. This is the box. I have no clue who it's by, but this is the box. I got these cards at Spencer's. Then we're going to tap into some love messages with the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And then to clarify them, we're going to use Mystic Moon's Twin Flame Oracle cards, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, yeah. Alright, so this is a pick a crow reading, like I said, so pick whatever crow you intuitively guided to listen to for your message this week. Alright, so let's get this reading started. Let's see if I can see the numbers here. Alright, so first message, Spirit, that you would like to address for the elements of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for this week. The novice, number 5. Innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, unstable curiosity. All right. So I feel that this novice is coming through Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Is first of all number 5. I feel that you have the ability to change that, because that's what fives are about. They're about changes that we can make as a person. All right. So the novice is about an unpracticed skill. Okay. It's about somebody's being innocent as well. So let's see what Spirit wants to address when it comes to this novice. Innocence, naive, spit it out. Being naive, foolishness, early knowledge, not yet integrated, and the ability to see the world untainted, and learning abilities. These are aspects of the novice as she appears in your life. The novice is reminding you to be teachable and humble. If you don't know something, don't pretend that you do. Chances are that you'll make an error that may cost you more than you wish to pay. New information is coming, and this is the time to be open to learning and expanding. The novice also reminds you to be like a child and remember the wonder and awe you once had for the world around you. When discovering magic is an essential part of your everyday experience, the novice reminds you that you need to stop and ask yourself, what lesson must I learn here? The lesson is always mirrored in the experience in front of you. Dig deep into the workings of whatever situation you're inquiring about. You don't have to look far, for the answer is right in front of you. Sometimes it may feel as if you have two left feet and don't know how to dance, or that perhaps you're fumbling in the dark in fear that you may be left behind. It's all right to be in the not knowing. This is a place where new understanding takes time to integrate. Okay? So don't fear what you don't know, is what I feel Spirit is trying to get across to you for this first message. Okay? Don't fear what you don't know. Look at the world in childlike eyes, in a fearless energy. Okay, I feel that maybe you are going to learn something new. Don't act like you know everything, because you can learn something new every single day. Okay, and if you stand in um, that energy and being able to learn something new every day, I feel that that'll bring about a change in your life, a change in perspective. Okay. So let's further clarify this novice card. What's going on with this novice card for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for this first message for this week? What is going on with this novice card? What are they learning, or what do they need to learn? Wow, a lot of cards come out. So I'm going to take these two. I feel that these two are pretty straightforward. So I feel that they're telling you you need to, Leo, this is specific to the star sign of Leo also. So I feel that this message could be specific to you, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They want you to learn how to tap into your strength. I feel that they're telling you that this is a new energy of being able to um, tap into your spiritual side is what I feel. Okay, you have the strength, you have the knowing. Okay, or perhaps they are telling you you are a novice when it comes to tapping into your spiritual side, and I feel that they are telling you you need to learn this strength. You need to learn the spiritual aspect of yourself as a strength within your life. All right, and then the next card we have is the Death card. And I feel if you do, you will transform your way of thinking about things. You will transform your life by learning how to see the spiritual side of aspects. Learn how to tap into your spiritual side by tapping into that strength, tapping into that inner strength. Okay. Now, these are two major arcanas. So I feel that this could be something 100% spiritual that you have to learn how to do. Okay. So right now you're standing in the novice energy, but I feel that this week you're going to transform that novice energy. You're going to learn how to tap into your own inner strength, tap into your spiritual strength as well. All right. First, for the first crow. So let's pull a Romance Angel Oracle card to go with this message. Engagement. Your love life was ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yes, I feel because you are learning how to tap into your spiritual strength. Okay, you are learning to see things from a more spiritual perspective, which is going to bring about a transformation of your higher self. Okay, you are going to learn how to love yourself, is what I feel. So let's move on to the Mystic Moons Twin Flame Oracle cards when it comes to um, engagement. Can we have further clarification on this Romance Angel engagement card? Yeah. So the pause and fear. Okay. So I feel those are significant to this strength card. I feel that they want you to put this fear on pause. Okay. Where's it at here? Put this fear on pause. Just pause it and delete it, is what I feel. Okay. And I feel that it'll help you to ascend to a higher level of a commitment. Put the fear on pause, tap into your spiritual strength, learn how to use this strength to transform this energy to raise your higher consciousness, is what I feel that the message is for this first message is for you guys, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But I feel it's specific to the star sign of Leo with that strength card there. Could be for everybody, but I feel that it's just specific to Leo. All right, so the second crow's message. All right, so what's the second message that you want to deliver for this week for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? The stag, number 17, which adds up to an 8. Eights are about that infinity, tapping into that spiritual energy, that infinite energy from spirit. Okay, and it's this pride and leadership, the stag. Okay, so I feel that you need to be prideful without letting ego. You need to, how do I want to say this, there's nothing wrong with standing in your pride, but when your pride comes from an ego-based energy, I feel that they're telling you not to do that. Okay. I also feel that they're telling you to take leadership of your energy. Take pride in taking leadership and control of your life, okay? When a stag appears on your path, he tells you to take pride in all that you do. Be the leader and hold your head high, and others will follow you by example. Ask yourself these questions. Am I following my highest path? Am I acting in integrity and doing the best that I can? Or am I held back by the kind of pride that cuts me off from life through arrogance, or in reverse, low self-esteem? The stag asks you to be a leader, be proactive with the highest intentions, and to always ask, what is my highest good for all? Arrogance and its reverse are both places of alienation and ways to avoid responsibility and accountability. The stag leads you out of both difficult places into the kind of pride that reminds you that you're always in service to the God, Goddess in every step you take. You may already be there, in which case you should be proud and happy. Look how far you've come. Rejoice, for the stag always leads you to a higher place within a sure and steady footing. Again, I feel that they're telling you to take pride in where you're at in your path, okay? But don't do it in an arrogant way, is what I feel, okay? So let's get some clarification using the Tattoo Tarot. Get some further clarification for this stag using the Tattoo Tarot. Yes, Queen of Swords, okay? So the Queen of Swords, she's about communicating the truth of the situation, okay? She's about standing in the truth of the situation. So I feel that, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I feel that Spirit is telling you to stand in the truth of and take leadership of your pride. Stand in the pride of how far you have came. Be able to stand in a leadership role. Stand in the truth of who you are is what I feel Spirit is telling you for the second message. And I feel that that's what your message is for this week. All right? So let's tap into some love energies. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So yes, I feel that there is a strong magnetic attraction here. I feel the stag is a masculine energy, and now we have a feminine energy showing up on here with this Queen of Swords. All right, I feel that there is a magnetic chemistry because the perspective has shifted from a arrogant perspective to a more prideful on a spiritual perspective. Okay, like you're standing in the truth of the situation. All right, so let's move on to some clarity on this chemistry card for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. That's too many cards, Spirit. It's too many cards. All right, so we got winter, as in the season, so perhaps by winter time. Fifth dimension, divine masculine, and grief. Okay. So I feel right off the bat that, of course, there is chemistry in the higher realms between a masculine and feminine energy. Okay. And I feel that things may have been frozen because the masculine was stuck in grief. Okay. I feel that he was cold because he was standing in some grief. Okay. And I feel that his higher self, this stag energy, has taught him a lesson, taught him how to stand in the truth, to see the truth of the situation. What is causing him the grief? What is causing this coldness within himself? Okay. Why? I mean, in the higher self, there is chemistry between somebody. There is magnetism between this divine masculine and this Queen of Swords, I feel. Okay, so I feel that this message is telling you to step out of the grief. Okay, and I feel that this pride is ego-based pride, which has caused this divine masculine some grief, caused him to stay frozen. And I feel that spirit is telling you to ask yourself why you are standing there. What is the reason that you are standing there? Is it low self-esteem? Is that what was causing the grief? But I feel that this masculine energy, I feel like he's about to ascend out of this energy. So I feel that that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel that that is your second message for this week of June 16th through June 23rd. So let's move on to Pick a Crow number 3. What's the message? All right, so what's the third message that Spirit wants to address for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for this week? Burden 43. So I feel that Spirit is asking you, whose burden is it that you are carrying? Is it your burden or is it somebody else's burden? Okay, you need to distinguish. And if it's somebody else's burden, let them carry that burden. It is not your place to carry somebody else's burden. Okay, number 43 is about trusting in the universe. It's about having faith in the situation. Okay, so I feel that Spirit is telling you, I feel to go out in because you see it looks like there's lots of trees out there. I feel, first of all, I feel that they're telling you to ground yourself, ground your energy so that you can distinguish between carrying somebody else's burden and a burden that you have. Okay, I feel that they are telling you to ground yourself, and it'll help release a burden that you have been carrying for a really long time. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, and I feel that you need to distinguish between if it's a burden that you're carrying for somebody else or if it's your own burden. And if it's a burden that you're carrying for somebody else, I feel that they're telling you to release that burden. Okay? Have faith in what you're feeling. If it's somebody else's burden, trust that it is their burden and it's their path that they have to carry that burden on. It's not your choice to carry somebody else's burden. All right? So let's pull some Tattoo Tarot concerning this burden. What is this burden about? Spirit for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is this burden about? All right, so we got the Eight of Cups. So I feel that Spirit is telling you to walk away from it. Walk away from that burden. And I feel it's an emotional burden with the Eight of Cups. The cups represent our emotions, okay? So I feel that Spirit is telling you that you have the ability to ground yourself and walk away from some kind of an emotional burden this week, all right? And you figure it's the Eight of Cups, you're walking away. What are you going to walk towards? That Two of Cups energy, okay? All right, so let's move on to the Romance Angel Oracle cards. Deception. Yes. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Yes. And it's causing a burden, and Spirit is telling you to walk away from this deception. It is not your burden. You need to walk away from this burden that is keeping you in this mask. Remove the mask. Walk away from that deception. Walk away from that burden that is keeping you in this deceptive energy, I feel is what Spirit is saying. So let's move on to clarify this deception with Mystic Moon's Twin Flame Oracle cards. Self-worth. Yes. Realize your self-worth. You are worthy. Stand in your self-confidence. Okay? But I really do feel these three cards are about a change that you can make in your life. Trust in where the universe is guiding you. Okay? Trust in your self-worth is what I feel. Walk away from them emotional burdens. Take off that mask of deception. It's time. This week, it is time, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, well, that's your third message for this week, June 16th through June 22nd. Thank you, and blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.